Hello, my dear friends. Today we're talking about going from decluttering to deep cleaning. And I want you to be aware that this is not in the same day, not even in the same week, and often not in the same month or season. I know that sounds crazy, but first of all, ask yourself, how long has it been since I've deep cleaned these really cluttered rooms? It's probably been a really long time. And do you know why? Because to deep clean where there's lots of clutter is nearly impossible. It's very frustrating and you can't do a good job. So what I want you to do instead is I want you to declutter. So we're going to start with the kitchen. I'm going to give you an example in the kitchen of decluttering and not deep cleaning, not in the same day, not in the same week, not in the same season even, okay? So let's say you started with a totally cluttered kitchen. You've got a dirty sink, you've got dirty counters, your floor in your pantry is dirty, the floor is dirty, the walls are dirty, and you've got clutter and dirty dishes everywhere. That is like, and even some boxes. I'll give you the worst case scenario, which doesn't mean you're a hoarder. It means things got out of control. Okay, so if you're calling yourself a hoarder, you're probably not a hoarder because generally hoarders don't know that they're hoarders. It's a mental illness. So please don't attach that to yourself. Okay, all right, so you've got stuff everywhere. What are we going to start with? Well, we're going to declutter in the zone 2, which is our kitchen zone. When we get to zone 2 that week, we're going to do 4 15-minute units in the kitchen. And you're thinking, 15 minutes, 4 times, that's not even going to touch this room. Well, first of all, let's touch on routines. Your routines are going to do a lot for this room. So your routine is going to have the dishes washed and put away every day. So at night, if you have a dishwasher, you're going to turn it on and run it. In the morning, you're going to empty it and fill it up. At night, you're going to run it. In the morning, you're going to empty it and fill it up. Now, it's going to get to the point where you don't have dishes sitting around left because you filled it up to the point where when you empty it in the morning before the family gets up, there's no dishes yet. That's where you want to be. And that's when you eat, you rinse your dishes or wipe your dishes off, whatever you do, and you put them in the dishwasher. Or you hand wash your dishes and put them in the dish rack. So you're going to catch up, okay? Then you're going to say, okay, what about this nasty floor? Well, you're going to mop that floor in a very quick way when we do the weekly home blessing hour, which is not deep cleaning, it's blessing. So your floor is going to look better. You're going to sweep it every night after dinner. You're going to mop it once a week really quickly, 3 minutes. We're not talking a big deal here. Kat, that's not even going to touch my filthy floor. I don't care. That's not the point. We're going to do this over and over every week. It'll start to look better and better. We will be able to deep clean it later, but this is what we're talking about today, deep cleaning after decluttering. So it's going to start to look better. Your fridge is going to start to look better on the inside because you're going to do your planning and desk day where you give it a little wipe down. It's not a big deal. It's like a 5-minute wipe down inside. Okay, so now we're going to declutter. So we're going to start with our hidden spaces. But Kat, there's stuff everywhere. How can I start with the hidden spaces when all this obvious stuff needs to be put away? Well, where are you going to put it? There's no room in these areas. So what we're going to start with is the hidden clutter. And I'm going to suggest we start under the sink. Under the sink. So you're going to take a bag, a box, and a basket. That's for throw away, give away, put away. You're going to open up under the sink. You're setting your timer for 15 minutes, and you're going to take out all the half-used bottles of cleaner that you don't like or barely used bottles, and you're going to throw them away. Unless your sister uses this particular thing, then you can put it in the giveaway thing. But mainly it's going to be, if something you haven't used in a long time means you don't like it, throw it away. Okay, you're going to get rid of all those rags that you thought you would use that are stuffed under there. Those are going to go away. All those flower vases that when people gave you little birthdays and you had little flower vases that are stuck under there that are all the same and you're never using again, give away. Put that in the giveaway. Oh, what did I find under here? My beautiful vase. I totally forgot about this vase. I love this vase. And my roses would look really pretty in it from my yard. Put away. That's going to go in the put away basket. And you're going to go through underneath the sink until you get it all in a giveaway, put away, throw away, or it stays there. So you found a bottle of Windex. You like that. You found your Mr. Cleaner, Mr. Clean scrubbing sponge. You're going to keep that under there. You've got maybe you have a little hook and you hang your gloves that you never wear when you wash your dishes under there. You're going to start using those. You're going to keep that. Maybe you like Comet. Maybe you like Barkeeper's Friend. You've got something like that under there. Maybe you want to keep your Pledge under there. Maybe you want to keep some vinegar under there. Whatever it is you want to keep, your dishwasher tabs, your dish soap under there. Now, if you have little ones, this cabinet needs to have a lock on it. If this cabinet cannot be locked, then these things don't belong under here. They need to be up high somewhere. So over the washing machine, something like that, where you'll just have to go get them because it's inconvenient. I know, but we don't want to make it convenient for little children to poison themselves, okay? All right, so now we've cleaned out under the sink. It's taken us 15 minutes because we used our head and we didn't get all sentimental about a bottle of Joy versus Dawn, okay? All right, so 15 minutes is up. Now, if you're a at-home homemaker, that's it for the day. You're going to do that 4 days this week. So if you didn't finish and your timer went off, it's okay. Stop where you are. Put the giveaway in the back of the car. Put the put away where it goes. And put the throwaway in the garbage. Okay, tie it up in a dark bag. Put it in the bottom of the garbage can. We don't want anyone getting into that. Outside garbage. All right, now, if you're a payroll homemaker and you can't just do 15 minutes because you only have one day to do it, and that's Saturday morning. So you're going to do 4 units. So let's say it takes you 2 units to clean out under the sink. So that's 30 minutes. You stop after you clean that area and you give away, put away, throw away. And then you're going to go to 2 more areas. So let's say we're going to go to where you keep your pots and pans. You open that up, you pull everything out, you decide what you want to keep, and you layer those in there, nest them, put them the way they go so that they fit nicely and the lids are in a nice place and you can get to them easily. And you throw this old broken pot or this old crummy pan that all the eggs stick to and you don't like it away. You don't even give it away because nobody wants a crummy pan. Okay? Maybe you've got some decent pans, but you just have so many and you know your niece is starting her new apartment and maybe she wants those, they can go in the giveaway or you can give them to the Goodwill or whatever it is, okay? So we're going to go through our pots and pans, get those all done. And then that's only going to take 15 minutes. Now let's open the drawer under the stove. What do we have in here? Oh, we have so many things, but I think it's a great place for you to keep your cookie sheets and maybe some flat cooling racks. So you decide what you want to keep in there, but I would take them out. Now, this is one exception to the rule. We're not going to really deep clean. We're just going to wipe this out because it often has crumbs, this area, and line it with something. It could be parchment paper. It could be tin foil. I don't care what it is, but line it if it looks rusty and gross, and then put your things back in. Shut it. Okay? That's it. At-home homemakers, that's 4 units. Payroll homemakers, that's 4 units. And then the next week, you're going to repeat. Not those areas. You're going to go to your Tupperware, and you're going to go to your glassware, and you're going to go to your coffee mugs, and you're going to go to your plates and saucers and cups and bowls and your silverware and your junk drawer. And you're going to go and go and go and go through your cookbooks, through your pantry until it's all done. And it may take many, many weeks if you have lots of room in your kitchen. If you don't have lots of room in your kitchen, you want to remember that you only have so much valuable space, so you can't keep every last dish that you have or every last coffee mug that you have. You have to say, what do I love, need, and use in this kitchen? Okay? All right, so that's an example. Now, let's say you've gotten it all done. Well, great. And then at this point, your countertops, because after you've gotten all your hidden space done, you're going to develop spaces for things you don't use much. Maybe you don't use your blender very much. Maybe you use it once a week. So put it on one of the shelves where it fits, or on the pantry floor, or wherever it can go, or maybe that shelf in the garage. How about your Instant Pot? Are you using it every single day? Probably not. Let's put it away. Your crock pot, your toaster, things you're not using every day. Now, you have to make that decision. But the picture in your mind is of a beautiful, clear countertop with 1 or 2 appliances that you use every day, so you can easily deep clean your countertop. Because when you're done decluttering, and it comes to zone 2, the kitchen, for example, you're going to deep clean. So you're going to say, okay, I'm going to start by deep cleaning this floor. I've been mopping it every week. I'm not happy with it. I want to really deep clean it. And you give it a 15-minute mop. Really get it good and clean. That's one day. On another day, you say, I want to clean these countertops. They're gross. The corners are gross. There's crumbs. I want to clean this really well. So you get your Lysol wipes or whatever you want to use, your Mr. Clean Scrubber, you know what I'm talking about, magic sponge, and you clean it up real good. Or maybe your sinks are gross and you really want to give it a clean. Now, in the beginning of the FlyLady system, she talks about shining your sink. I'm not going to take you there yet. This is the time I'd like you, and I said that in the beginning, but this is when I would deep clean your sink. So you can use my Shine Your Sink video and shine your sink, really give it a deep clean. And once you have all that done, then the next time you come in here, you can polish your cabinets or wash them or wash your walls or wash your light switches or clean your baseboards, all those things that have been bugging you. And as you're going through the weeks, months, maybe seasons, and you see things that are bugging you, you take your planner and you write it under to do. When you see it, you go to the weeks to do list and you jot it down and you say, I see you, baseboards, and I have a plan for you. And you write it down. Next week, when you're planning, you look at that to-do list and you say, okay, let me see when I think I'm going to be able to get to that. And you put it further out. So let's say that you think you're going to be able to get to it in 3 months. You flip to 3 months, you write it on the first week spreadsheet that has zone 2, which is the second week of the month, and you would put clean the baseboards. And then when you get to that week, you can actually plan it into what day you want to do that. Okay, so that's how you go from decluttering to deep cleaning. We don't do it all at once. This goes for our bedrooms. This goes for our living room and our family rooms. It goes for our entryways inside and out. It goes for our master bedroom. It goes for the hall bathroom, and it goes for any other room in your house. That's the way we do it. Now, there is one exception, and that is the hall bathroom or your master bathroom tub and or shower needs to be cleaned once a month because you're getting your body and your feet in there. Needs to be cleaned once a month, deep clean. So you take one of your 15 minutes and you deep clean your shower when you're in zone 4, the master bathroom, or the hall bathroom, zone 3. Deep clean the shower, deep clean the tub. It takes 15 minutes of good hard scrubbing. And after you've gotten it good and clean, you can actually start to delegate that to someone who won't have to clean so hard because it's going to be deep cleaned every month. And it's going to be cleaned every time someone bathes in it. You're going to wipe it down. Okay? All right, that's it for today. I hope this was a good video for you that you can remember, and you could tell the members of your family who are complaining that you're going to deep clean, but first you're going to declutter, and that's the process. If they want to deep clean something, knock themselves out. Have a wonderful day, and always remember that you are beautiful, so be beautiful.